Okay, what's up, everybody? Took me a while to get going here this morning. I haven't recorded anything since I think it was like Tuesday of last week. Been a while. Um, yeah, I meant to get a video out on Friday, but July 4th happened, and then the video did not happen. Yeah, my wife and I, we just kind of sat around all day watching Stranger Things 3, and I forgot all about recording something. But anyway, we're back on track now, and we're here back on Willamina Forest, and as you can see, I've got a loaded log truck sitting here waiting to be offloaded by this Medill loader, which is new. I did quite a bit of work on Willamina Forest over the weekend, and the July 4th, time frame, and actually, let's see. Yeah, there's some new stuff. Okay, well, here at the landing, you probably notice something a little different. You notice right off the bat that we've got plowed roads now again, and then there's grass under the logs. What's going on with this? Well, and you can also see that I've done some terrain shaping here around the landing. I was playing with the terrain tool, and apparently once you do it, you cannot undo it. But just trying to get that a little bit more level. But the main thing is, you're probably wondering why the grass and all this stuff. Well, look at this. So I added a big pile of gravel to the map, and I'm if I can remember, I'll hopefully put a link to the video in there. But it's pretty simple. You don't really even have to have a whole lot of knowledge of modding to do this. Now there is some code you have to insert in a certain place, and you have to go into Giants Editor and open the map up and paint on some stuff that, this gravel. But so I mean, it's maybe not for beginners, but if you're been kind of tinkering with Giants Editor and map making and stuff, you can probably figure it out. It's not really that hard. But anyway, so what I'm doing is I got the John Deere 909 with the excavator bucket on it, and I've been dumping into this big trailer here. And over here, where we did have plowed roads and cultivated roads, I've been putting down the gravel. So we got us a nice road. It's not complete yet, but we got us a nice road up to right about there, which is, I don't know, maybe halfway. So what I thought we'd do today, just for fun, is let's put down one more trailer full of gravel, and we won't worry too much about completing the road. I'll do that probably off camera, because this does take a while to do all this. But we'll get a little bit of gravel put down, and maybe work on the road just a little bit. I don't want to spend too much time on that, because we do need to offload those logs and get them sold. And you can see I've got another trailer right there that's ready to go. So I was pretty busy over the 4th holiday and that weekend, and actually over there at the landing as well, there's I cut down a bunch of trees, so we'll go look at that too. But this excavator does pretty good. I probably should switch out to a wheel loader. It'd probably go a lot faster, because this bucket only holds, I think it's 8,000 liters, and a good excavator bucket's probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 times that much. So, but it's kind of fun to do this. it takes a while to fill up. That thing, this trailer here holds, I think it's 100,000 liters. So it takes quite a while to fill that up. And the first time that I dumped this thing out, I didn't go fast enough when I was driving, so I'm going to try to go a little faster. But you can see the road's not perfectly smooth. I wish I had a motor grader. If somebody watching can make a motor grader, please do. I know Wood Meadow Farms had one that was awesome for 17, so maybe they'll convert it over eventually. But okay, so what I'm going to do is just hit Control I to start the dump process, and I'm going to take off and go pretty quick. You know, not super fast, but stick to like maybe 10 miles an hour. It should spread out pretty good. Alright, that's it. And since we're here close by, let me just go look over here. I'll show you what I've done over here at the job site, the landing. Yeah, so the reason why I had to go back and plow the roads again was, so I had already started this game save, right? And so whenever you make changes to the map, adding things and whatnot, generally you have to start a new game save. And so I did, just to test it out. And then I got to thinking, okay, well, what if I just replaced some of the files that changed to hopefully make the gravel show up? And so I replaced those files, and the gravel did show up, and I was like, okay, that's cool. But then I got to looking, and all my plowed roads were back to normal, and you know, luckily all the trees and stuff are still the same, but except, you know, I just lost everything that I had plowed and cultivated to make nice areas. But once we pick up all this wood, get it sold, we'll come back with the dozer and plow that up, and then maybe cultivate it, make it look nice again. But you can see here I've cut down a lot of trees. This whole, well, good portion of that area there was trees the last time you saw it, and you can see I processed a whole bunch of trees too. But just kind of got bored over the, well, not bored, but you know, just wanted to play some over the 4th weekend, so I got busy and cut down a bunch of trees. And we'll probably do a bit more cutting here around this landing before we move off somewhere else, because we're going to have to build up some money, because we'll need to buy those plots of land that are north of the shop and then cut our way over to the bridge. Okay, so like I said, I don't really have a good option at the moment to spread out this rock, so what I found works best if we don't get stuck is to just drive over it a few times with the truck and trailer, the tractor with that silage deal on the back of it, and then even the dozer I've got down here. Now the dozer does not work, in case you're wondering why I'm not using the dozer. In fact, I even tried a different bulldozer, and it doesn't work. What I really need is that motor grader, because the dozer, the blade, you'd have to manipulate it like perfectly to make it work, and I just don't have that kind of patience or skill. Because what ends up happening is whenever you put the blade down, not on this one, it won't even work. It won't even touch the gravel. It just goes to the earth underneath the gravel. But what happens is when you put the blade all the way down, or even a little above the ground, as you start going, you know, it's a level here, then right about there past the shadow, it starts to go back uphill, and so the blade will dig down in there, and it'll actually push the rock away from the earth and just make a big mess. So I tried a different dozer, it didn't work. But I think the best option is just to drive over this thing as many times as possible, and it should flatten it on out. But okay, so right now let's do this. Let's drive the dozer, since we're not going to be using this. I was just had it here for testing. See here, I'll show you. Okay, so the way you know if you're in plow mode is to hit V, and see it does lower. So now if I wanted to use just the blade mode, I hit G, and then see if I'm hitting V right now, it's not doing anything. So now you have manual control. And so you see how when I lower the blade, the dirt underneath starts popping around. See, look, it won't even push the gravel. So it's the dozer for this application is kind of useless, other than just driving over it, because it will help smooth it out. You can see as I get close to the edge, the gravel starts to push out a little bit. So it's working as a leveler, sort of, just by driving over it. But anything's going to do that. But yeah, I think just the more I drive over this thing, it's just going to smooth on out pretty good. But, you know, like I said, hopefully some folks will be coming out with some new mods. I'd like to have a version of the, I think it was a D6. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a D6 that came out for 17 that had the blade where you could, you know, rotate it left and right and then tilt it, all that stuff. So we need that, and the motor grader would be fun, because the motor grader would do a real good job of smoothing this out. Pull this over and park it right there. And yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's get this offloaded because we need to get some money. We're getting kind of low on funds. I've been leasing some stuff, messing with that road building, and leased another trailer. Whoa. I did try using the Caterpillar 980 wheel loader with the log thing on it, and although it worked, I mean, it worked pretty good actually, but it's just too slow for me. I use this all the time, so I'm much faster with how it works and more familiar and all that. This is my first time using this Medill. I kind of like it, except for the white grill on the window, or whatever you call it, bars on the window. It's kind of distracting. I think all the others have black. But it's not like game breaker or something from me. I can deal with it. Oh jeez. Okay, so I don't think this log rack's gonna hold everything. I was offloading a load before. It seems like I had to do it in 2 batches because it just wouldn't hold it all. Alright, what's going on? Yeah, this log rack thing, I don't know, it's got advantages and disadvantages, I guess. Probably should have fixed that one log before I put the others on there, but oh well. Alright, let's go ahead and sew all this mess, because I'm just going to make a bigger mess if we keep going. Yeah, it does kind of stink we can't sell all of it at once. I mean, I might be able to load it all on there, I don't know, somehow. We'll try that sometime, but I'm not sure how high the thing goes, because there's a little invisible box that you have to put on there. I'm not sure how tall it is, but of course our log racks only hold so much, or they only go so high to hold so much, but not sure how that would work if we went much higher. Have to make sure to be careful to stack it. Yeah, it was pretty cool when I found that we can add the gravel and dirt and stuff. It was dirt, the one I saw. Actually, I had seen a picture. Somebody posted a screenshot. I think it was on the Expendables modding Facebook page, and somebody said, "Yeah, there's a video tutorial," and I think they maybe posted a link to. I can't remember now, but anyway, I found the video tutorial and watched it. It was in French, but I was able to figure it out. The French I took in elementary school did not help much. Alright, now it's like 2 or 3 fell off there. Might be able to get that one. No. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to let that one ride and fall off somewhere, and we'll pick it up later. There we go. Okay, so that was. Ooh, that's a pretty good amount of money there. All right, let's get this log truck back. Yep, fell right off. Yeah, I'm eventually going to build the gravel road all the way to the sawmill. I just want to drive on this some more. It's kind of fun. You can see it's pretty smooth. I mean, it's not, you know, terribly bumpy. Oops. We still got some work to do on this part, of course, but it'll get there. Alright, well, let's quit playing around. Let's get back over here. Now, what I do want to do, too, is before we get started loading up this trailer, let's go pick up that other trailer we got loaded and sell all that. Because, like I said, we do need some money. I really need to cut that tree right there. Oh, yeah, we're never going to make it doing that way. Building these roads is kind of fun. I like doing it, but like I said, I just wish I had a motor grader. That would really make it a lot easier. Let's see if we got enough. Oh yeah, we got enough reach. Well, that's gonna mess things up, isn't it? Probably should get that out of the hole. Let's see what happens. We got it all on there this time. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so how do we fix that? Oh, okay, just had to move. That's weird. Seems like it should just fall on through. I don't know. But, no. Alright, we got us a little bit of money now. Let's see, we don't need that for a while. Let's cut that off. And let's get our trailer back over, stage it somewhere, because we've already got one over there. Yeah, I decided not to mod in a bunch of money this time. Usually I mod in about 2 or 3 million, and then I'll just buy whatever and just outright own it. This time I decided to lease most everything, and of course when you start with the base game, or you know, the new farmer mode or whatever, it gives you $100,000 to start with, and so that's what I did, and I leased most of the stuff and just been selling timber and wood chips and stuff. So let's see, actually I think I want to put this, well, let's just put it right here. Here's a good spot. We're not cutting on this side of the road just yet, so we'll stick it right there, drop it off. Alright. So this big pile of logs was doing okay there for a while, and then it started getting glitchy on me, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to load up this other trailer, get some of this stuff out of here, because I let the pile get too big. What happened was I was mainly just waiting to make another video so I wouldn't have to, you know, do a whole ton of stuff off camera, and then you're all like, well, you left me behind, did I miss something, or you know, something like that. So I want to make sure y'all saw everything before we got too far along. But now that you're caught up, I can get busy with this log pile and sell some of this stuff. I had to just go ahead and make a run because it was getting too glitchy. Oh, get off there. Oh, come on. I hate it when I get stuck on those uprights. Turn on my light might help. I think I just noticed something. The ground under here is actually cultivated, I believe. But the grass is there. And the reason for this, like I said, I was manipulating the files, and the default foliage layer is grass. I mean, when you start the map, all this is grass. So whenever I change those files back around, it defaulted back to the stock grass, I guess you could say. That's alright, we get all this stuff picked up and sold, and then we'll come back over it with the dozer, plow it up, and then that'll get rid of the grass, and then we'll come back with the cultivator and redo all that, and we should be good to go. Alright, that was good right there. Now I think I'm going to slide on back here, and then we'll get this picked up from this back side and load it onto the rear bunk. Should be good to go. Alright, get the lunch plans put together. Alright. Now, let's see. I'm probably not going to have time to offload this. I may cheat and just pull it in the other side over there and see if it'll sell right off the trailer. And then that's about all the time I'm going to have for today. I got to meet the wife for lunch. Oh, I forgot the brakes on this thing. Needs adjusting. Alright, let's see if we can back this thing in here and get it to sell. One more time. Alright, there we go. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video right now. I'm going to hop back in the truck and we'll get it back over to the job site. Pick up the, well, probably just use this trailer again. But, yeah, so when we come back next time, I'm hoping to have all the gravel down this road. And probably, you know, get all that wood off the ground over here at the job site and cultivate that stuff up again so it looks nice. And I'm probably going to gravel all this too, this road here. And then probably next time work on getting a bunch of this wood skidded up and processed, because we got a ton of wood on the ground, trees on the ground. And yeah, that's gonna do it. See, we got a lot of trees to pick up. Got that FDR winch dozer so we can get us a bunch of loads. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and probably just park it right here because we got some wood to pick up over there. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and y'all have a good rest of the week. We'll see you again on Wednesday. Thanks for watching.